Hi, my name is Samson Itoje, CEO, Erimama Investment Company Limited, the reliable Lagos property investment company. Today I'll be talking to you about two types of cheap properties for sale in Lagos. Now, you may wonder, why would anyone be interested in buying a cheap property for sale in Lagos when it is a known fact that most cheap properties for sale in Lagos are in the outskirts of the city? Yes, it is true that cheap properties for sale in Lagos are mostly in the outskirts of the city center. The reality is this: most people buy cheap properties for sale in Lagos because they are not high income earners. In fact, you can break down people who work into three categories: high income earners, middle class people, who you can refer to as middle income earners, and then low income earners. And the truth is, the majority of people are low income earners, and these low income earners want to also become homeowners. Their salary is small, but they still want to become homeowners because there is some joy, some excitement. It's liberating to be a homeowner. And when you are a homeowner, you also avoid the embarrassment of nasty landlords in Lagos. So even though you are a low income earner, you deserve to be a homeowner in Lagos. And cheap properties in the outskirts of Lagos give you an opportunity to buy property in Lagos and become a landlord in Lagos. Okay, so now let's get back to the question: where do you get cheap properties for sale in Lagos? I said I'm going to discuss two of them with you. One of those areas where you can get cheap properties for sale in Lagos is Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. However, you may have noticed in my previous videos that when I call the prices of some of the properties for sale in Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos, they are not actually cheap. For example, in my last video, I talked about Signum Estate. Signum Estate is at Eleko, Ibeju-Lekki, and the price is 10 million naira. That's not cheap for a lot of people. Okay, and then you have Beachfront Park and Gardens. The price is 3 million naira, and the total package is 4.6 million naira. A lot of people can afford that, but there are still so many people who cannot afford that. So what part of Ibeju-Lekki can you actually get what you can classify as cheap properties? The truth is, the part of Ibeju-Lekki where you can get what can be classified as cheap properties, which are properties below 1 million naira, are those parts of Ibeju-Lekki that are still under government acquisition, or maybe general acquisition. Why would someone want to buy a property that is under government acquisition? One of the first reasons is that it is cheap, okay? And the second reason is that many of those estates that are under general acquisition, the owners of the estate are processing the documents required for the entire plots of land within the estate to be excised by the Lagos State government, excised or gazetted. That means they are going through the process of making sure that they ratify the documents for that portion of land that the estate occupies. They are trying to ratify the documents with government so that those that section that is the estate occupies becomes their property. Instead of being under general acquisition, which means that they belong to the government can actually gazette it and give it to them when they follow the process of making it happen. So for those kind of estates, they say that the title is excision in process. That means the owners of the estate are processing the excision, okay, with the Lagos State government. Now the problem with that is those estates that have title of excision in process is that the excision in process may be successful or may not be successful. When it is successful, people who bought into those estates while the title was still excision in process are excited, they are happy, because now, one, they now have a plot of land that has the correct title with the government, so they can go ahead and process their CFO. And two, once the estate is able to excise the property with the government, the price of the estate doubles or triples, okay, because now it has a genuine title with the Lagos State government. The downside of buying a land in Ibeju-Lekki with the title of excision in process is that the process of getting the excision may take 5 years or more, and during that entire time, the people who bought into this estate, they cannot build in the estate. Why? Because if you build in the estate and the excision is not approved by the Lagos State government, then your house is likely to be demolished. That means you lose your property. So once you buy a property in Ibeju-Lekki with the title of excision in process, you cannot build on it. So if it takes 5 years, 10 years for decision to come through, you cannot build on it. Okay, and if your decision is unsuccessful, then the owners of the estate would have to give you another property, most likely another property that's also a decision in process. Okay, so if you don't want that drama, don't want to be part of that drama of waiting until the decision or gazette of the estate is approved by the government, then you should go for the second type of cheap properties in Lagos, cheap land for sale in Lagos. And where do you find that cheap land for sale? Is in Ekpe. Much of Ekpe is land that has the title of freehold. That means it is not under government acquisition. So you can buy immediately and start building. You can buy immediately and decide to start processing your CFO immediately. So now the question you have to deal with if you are thinking of buying cheap land in Lagos is, one, would you prefer to buy in Ibeju Lekki because there's a higher potential for return on investment when the decision process is successful, or you would rather not take that risk and just buy in a place like Ekpe where you don't have to go through the drama of a decision process and just go ahead and buy and start building? Now the choice is yours. Now my number is on the screen. Call me and let me know the type of property you would like to buy. Would you want to buy the property in Ibeju Lekki with a decision in process, or you want to buy in Ekpe where you have the title as freehold and you can buy and start building immediately and then process your documents immediately? Now my number is on the screen. Call me, let's discuss, and then whatever choice you are interested in, I will help you get it. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, please click the thumbs up button below to show that you enjoyed the video. And then if you have any questions, post your comments or questions below this video. If you have any questions, I may address those questions in my next video. And if you have not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and then click the bell and select all, so that every time I release a new video, you'll be among the first people to see it. Now I'm expecting your call. Have a great day. See you in my next video.